Good evening, guys and girls. I am your voice of choice, DrMarxout, bringing you this week's edition of Blitz Wrestling Organization Storm, coming to you live from the Storm Shelter. We're opening things up with the last triple threat qualifying match to declare the #1 contender for Mighty's Blitz Division title. Coming out first, guy we haven't seen in a while, Jay Hellion, representing FCK. We've seen him focus a little more on the tag team division with Kersey Ramon. Finally deciding he actually wants to get a shot back in the singles division, going after that Blitz title. The former #1 selling shirt at shop.bwo.com. Jay Hellion looks ready to get back into the singles spotlight. Is not going to have an easy task ahead of him. As we await the entrance of one of his two competitors, the light heavyweight champion, the junior champion over in HCW. Cade looks ready. Making his way down, representing Project Mayhem. Going to be the first man in the triad to hold belts in two promotions. Within the triad, I should say. Because Bake held belts in about 15 different promotions at one point. Of course, that's Bake. That's kind of what he do. Cade still having issues with Blanco Guerrero over in HCW, stemming back to last season. All involving the demasking of Cade, which turned him into the creature that he is right now. Has found almost a nearly quadrupled amount of success though since joining the Church of Ripley. Still hasn't quite gotten his footing here in Blitz. Hoping this match will help propel him to that spot. We await the third man in this match making his debut for us. And on cue, high-class wrestling heard me talking about their Super Junior champion, Cade. But right now, we are debuting the former junior heavyweight champion over in Hajime Puro. The first and last Gaijin to hold that belt. Pyro brought to you by Skeevy Ray Vaughn. Simon Taro is in the building. His last act as light heavyweight champion in Hajime was to forfeit it to get his way into this match. Watched a lot of tape on this kid. He's very attuned to that Japanese style, that high, he can fly, he's technical, he can scrap. Looks like he's been watching a little bit of tape on Showtime on how to make an entrance. Looking to make an impact here on his first night. The winner of this match will go on next week to face Dougal Devlin and Paul Smackage, who will then meet Mighty next Saturday or Sunday. I'm not exactly sure what date we have booked for cheat codes. We got Jay Hellion, we got Cade, we have the debuting Simon Taro. Opening bell, we are a go here on Storm. Cade opening things up real quick with the Northern Lights, no bridge. Turns his attention to Taro. Off the ropes immediately. Pair of knees to the guts. Finishing things off with the Russian leg sweep as the Super Junior champion. In control here, and as I say, that gets taken down with the hip toss from Jay Hellion. He then respawns with Northern Lights of his own. Has Cade up on the shoulder, drops him into the gutbuster, and Supernova in the house. The entire Triad family is here. Call it Danny Tanner because we got a full house. Taro off the ropes. Lucha bump in the middle. Catches Hellion on the way back in with the diving forearm. His first bit of offense. Drop kicks over Cade. Cade looked like he was getting ready to go for a ride thanks to Taro, who just dropped to the Michinoku. Hellion broke it up. It's dropped to the backbreaker. Cade bringing Hellion up. Takes him down with that vertical from the ground. Taro right there to pick up the pieces, picks Cade up, runs into a fireman's carry for a trouble, almost lands on top of Hellion and almost a mini senton. Cade thinking vertical on Taro. Taro stops it with a shot to the body. Has a hold of that wrist, pops that shoulder out, maintains control, flips him down. Delivers a knee almost to the inside of that joint. Leg trip, complete shot looked like on Hellion. Grabs a hold of him. Taro has him up, drops him with that inverted DDT. Cade trying to catch his breath on the outside. Taro with that rolling senton on Hellion. Walks into a pair of rights from Cade, make it a triple. Up on the shoulders. One more gutbuster. Has him up again. Hits him with that stun gun on that top rope. Taro going to the outside, now trying to catch his breath, get recomposed. Hellion fighting back with a pair of elbows to the jaw of Cade. Sent into that corner, not where you want to be when you're fighting with Mayhem, guys. Taking out the snapmare out of the corner, though. Cade with that falling fist drop. It's almost worth $1 million. Back up top, waiting for Hellion to get back to his feet. Taro coming in, has a hold of Cade, throws him at Hellion. Taro has control of Hellion, drops him with the stun gun. Cade fighting back with a hip toss. Blocking that vertical suplex attempt from Cade one more time. Send to that corner, start him first. Put up on the top rope. That is a very cheeky super kick. First cover attempt of the match. Broken up immediately by Jay Hellion. He's heading up top. Taro giving chase. Insaguri sits Hellion right down. Giving chase. Rolling victory. Both men stacked up on top of each other. Taro has bad intentions here. Rolling senton misses Hellion, almost kicks Cade in the face. Taro heading back out. Cade gets dropped to the neck breaker. Hellion going right back up top, seeing what he had in mind the first time. Bates Cade back to his feet. Diving Rana. Hellion not exactly known for the most lucha style out of the Blitz division. Showing us a little something there. Caught with a falling neck breaker from Taro. Taro has control of Cade, hangs him up on those ropes. Runs into a hip toss. Cade with the shot to the guts. Sends Taro into that corner. Trying to choke the life out of him now with the knees. Turns the attention back to Hellion. This match could be over before we know it, but the game over from Cade. Rolls immediately into the cover. Hellion finding her way to kick out at 2. Set across the ring to that end of those ropes. Cade's got bad intentions. Has Hellion up. Horrible night for a curse, that disgusting brainbuster. Terry trying to slam Cade, gets caught with a reverse DDT, rolls out. Cade falls into the cover. Cade, we now know, is that third man in that triple threat match. That brainbuster is one of the scariest moves in the triad. I don't think anyone's kicked out of it yet. He barely even uses it anymore. Usually the game over's enough. Simon Taro, very impressive looking in his debut. There's that game over, which is actually, Cade usually can finish the match with that lately. Would not be enough to keep Hellion down. It would take that brainbuster on that top turnbuckle. Project Mayhem has a chance to add a little more gold to their resume here in Blitz. All it takes is one more triple threat, and then we will find out who's facing Mighty next weekend. As we're keeping with the theme of mayhem, it's Jacob Oxley, who doesn't exactly have the best resume right now. Looks like Cade set him out to be punished, is taking on the super heavyweight teacher, rapper, hero, wrestler, Mega Ran. Both of these men's win columns aren't as impressive as they'd like. Both get so close to being able to finish the job, but then in the end it just never seems to go their way. I want to say Mega Ran's actually got a couple more wins in his pocket than Oxley has this year. Oxley's given up about 2 of himself here. At least in weight. As far as technical ability, I'm pretty sure he's got this one in the bag, but there is something to be said about the size difference. And it will be very noticeable here. As we get ready for, I guess, what could be called a catchweight fight. We await the entrance. Jacob Oxley, representing Project Mayhem. And that's... I don't know who that is. That guy's a monster. Wearing the Project Mayhem mask. There was a chop to the face of Oxley. I don't know what the hell's going on. Nasty discus lariat. Almost knocks Oxley's head off. This giant guy in a mask. I don't know who the hell he is. I don't know what the hell's going on here. I just know that Oxley's catching the beat down. Oxley finally has a hold of a leg with the dragon screw. Open a couple boots of his own. Very Irish whip sends his big guy. Oxley misses that diving forearm, at least on the guy in the mask, catches the referee. Has his knee stomped on a few times. Set off those ropes. Now introduced to that top turnbuckle, even with the mask. That's not gonna feel nice. And this random anarchist, I guess, I don't know what the hell we just witnessed, but that might have been Oxley's pink slip from Mayhem. And we're going to try to figure out what the hell we just witnessed, but the former world heavyweight champion, Hugo Lazarus, is demanded mic time. We've seen him return a couple weeks ago in positively, frighteningly dominant fashion. Took out one of our local guys. I don't remember if it was Larry Local or Jeremy Jabroni. Doesn't matter. The match was about 2 minutes. It was gross. Lazarus looked mean. Looks like the final boss that Supernova declares him to be. Chippy Stacks in the house. The best news source in the triad. Got a little something for us. We will get you that news, but in the meantime, we still await the entrance of Lazarus here, who went radio silent after losing the title to Ray Damonio. Not wearing that frightening new paint that he has. This is the Lazarus that we remember. Very smug, demanding. Looks like he's calling out the champion. And Ray Damonio very happy to oblige. And Chippy Stacks, with that up-to-date news, the anarchist, sent by Ripley himself to dismantle the week, and I want to say he did just that. If we can find a name for that new anarchist, we will get that to you as soon as we have it. But right now, we may have a very interesting situation, as neither of these men exactly known for talking. Lazarus demanding his rematch. Looks like Damonio is going to be happy to oblige. Looks like we may have our main event for next week's cheat codes. More on this situation as it develops. We are flying through our card right now, as we get set for tag team action, as the Gentlemen's Club looking to be finally flanked for the first time in some time by the undefeated No Sleeves Skeeve, sorry. As Skeevy Ray Vaughn looking to make his last appearance before taking on Monterey Black in his Supernova Pro debut. These guys have been going back and forth with the Wild Stallions. Gentlemen's Club themselves have not been able to get the victories they're looking for. But Skeevy Ray has pinned both members of the Wilds. More news breaking from Chippy Stacks as the Collins Cup Tag Team Tournament. Triad wide. Skeevy Ray's record 2-0 and sort of won, as we seen him lose that first triple threat match a couple weeks ago. Although technically he did not take the L to Dougal Devlin. That was Phobos, who then went on to become one half of the tag team champions. So, grains of salt. Izzy Recht and Nigel Von Bartleby hoping to finally get a win back on their side against the Stallions with their mascot in their corner. Can we call Skeevy their mascot? Their mascot, their manager, their financial advisor, their groupie hunter, whatever. This will be the first time we've seen Skeevy in proximity of the Wild since defeating both of them. First Big Brother Burke, and then he managed to beat Buck in a no-holds-barred fight, which was arguably match of the night at Checkmate. All for the affections of the sister to the Wilds. Izzy in front, Nigel towering in the middle. And the undefeated icon himself, the Budweiser black belt. President, member and client of the Mullet Club. Population him, Skeevy Ray Vaughn. Izzy Recht breaking out the denim. Pretty sure that's the original 80s edition of it. 1980s. Nigel's head's from 1880. And then there's Skeevy. Man's got more titles than I do. And I've got about 1,000. I collect them like a gnome. Subtle D&D reference. Yes, DrMarxout also has a PhD in nerddom. It's Buck with the braided goatee. Burke. Big, angry, bearable brother. Stallions are 2-0 against the Gentlemen's Club as long as it's not singles competition. Of course, they won't be the first ones to tell you they are not singles wrestlers, but the fact is they're both pushing 300 pounds. Skeevy Ray is about $110, depending on how many cases of Keystone Light he's holding. He beat both of them. Izzy looking to be starting things off with Buck here. Tag team action, we are a go. Izzy going right to work on that arm. Dropping the knee on that elbow joint. Going to work on the other arm now, it looks like. Yep, same arm. Camera playing tricks on me. Izzy working almost the slow methodical pace here. Alley-oop bomb almost hangs Buck up on the middle rope. That's not what you want to see. Sits him down with the tiger bomb. Izzy showing some strength that I didn't think he had. Elbow drop with a little bit of flair. Ran down a couple shots, looking like he was thinking Munchkin land DDT, gets stopped by Buck. Winds up with a nasty, nasty Canadian uppercut. Sends Izzy down to the Stallion's corner. Get our first look at some tag team offense here tonight. Power slam, suplex combination. Buck bringing down the shot. Sorry, that's Burke. Buck tagged out. Izzy was fighting the slow pace. It's going to be a whole lot slower with Burke in there. Nasty shot to the throat. Just something Izzy's usually used to be on the other end for. Yeah, I said it. Is he fighting off the ground with a nasty right? Not sure you want to taunt a guy that size. Gutbuster drops Izzy. Dives in and tags in the big man, the bigger man. Nigel for the clothesline, follows up with a big boot. One more clothesline, takes down Burke. Buck once in. Pair of clotheslines take down Nigel. There's another suplex. Nigel hanging up Buck on the top rope. There you have it. Collins Club will be declaring the first Cruiserweight Tag Team Champions in the Triad. Tag Team history continuing to be made here as we crown the first Women's Champions. I mean, Nigel's a Cruiserweight, if you're comparing him like an elephant. We're getting some more tandem offense here. Nigel hung up on that rope and dropping the back suplex by Burke. Buck wrestles like a cruiserweight. Does that count? Skeevy's a cruiserweight. Nigel's wisely going to tag out Izzy. We apologize for the mic issues we were having. As Izzy showing the strength now on Burke. Spins him around on the shoulders. Airplane spin like we're still in 1986. Cleaner off the mold with a little more stank for the elbow drop. Sarah Miedo could compete as long as we're only talking Nightmare and Phobos. They're both cruiserweights. And until a few minutes ago, I would say that Oxley and Cade could compete for Project Mayhem, but it looks like Oxley doesn't get to wear the mask on Halloween anymore. Izzy tying up Burke on that middle rope. Alley-oop bomb one more time. Caught him on that top turnbuckle. You could see the jaw snap and the neck just not supposed to bend that way. Izzy hammerlocking that arm now. Bending it back. Don't do that. No. Nasty stomp on that wrist. Tagging out Nigel now. Leaning back with that Steiner recliner. Lets it go almost immediately. Looking to inflict some more punishment. Runs into a fireman's carry. Burke has Nigel up and spikes him in the middle, running on pure adrenaline right now. Falls into the cover. Nigel kicking out at 2.5. Burke measuring, has Nigel up, spins him around with the Lost in the Woods. Falls in the cover one more time. As he breaks the 2. Ref taken out by Buck. He just gets dropped by Izzy. Referee up. Skeevy looked like he had bad intentions for Buck on the outside until the ref woke up. Izzy, though, fully able to go after him. Just drops Buck face first on those mats. Gentlemen's Club showing a new side here. And an accordion rack out of Nigel, stretching Burke out. Burke tosses Nigel. Should be stated, Nigel's almost 400 pounds. And Burke just threw it. That kind of says a lot about the strength of Burke Wild. He bounces off that turnbuckle. Does not want to be caught with the tandem offense from the Gentlemen's Club. Nigel dodges the kick. Catches a couple elbows for his trouble. Grabs a hold of the Elder Wild. Returns the Snapmare favor. Connects with his kick. Showing some strength of his own with a deadlift. Burke not moving. Looks like that toll on his neck could finally be catching up to him. Finally coming back to his feet. Has a hold of Nigel. One more suplex toss. We get fresh tags for both teams. As he takes Buck down with a lariat. Running big boot. One more lariat. What's all that about, eh? Winds up the elbow drop to the back of the neck of Buck, sorry. Goes neutral corner. Goes in for the kick, gets caught with an elbow to the kneecap. Walks out to the apron, points his way back in. Springboards in with the crossbody. Guess that was more of a slingshot. Buck tagging back out to bring Burke back in. Just gets caught with a rake to the eyes by Izzy. Now getting just clubbed in the back. Burke going pillar to post with Izzy. Runs into a big boot. Bounced off that turnbuckle on the gentleman's club side. Izzy just bounced him off the corners now. Calling Burke out. She says, let me show you how to whip someone into a corner. Backdrop suplex. A tope atomico from the 275-pound Buck. As I said, Buck thinks he's a cruiserweight. It's almost a single leg crab with the STF there. Izzy find her way to fight out of it. Is caught by Buck. Canadian cutter. Pay up Steve Taylor. Sends us into that neutral corner. Up and over with the corkscrew senton kick. And the Stallions are once again victorious over the Gentlemen's Club. They are now 3-0 against them. Izzy hit that triple X plex. We've seen Burke, who I don't know how he was able to continue this match after he got dropped on that top turnbuckle with that alley-oop bomb. What hit Nigel with that Lost in the Woods, which was just gross. But right here, that corkscrew kick. And the Wild Stallions are now 3-0 against the Gentlemen's Club as long as they are not facing Skeevy Ray. Skeevy just came up to the booth and told me that when he beats Monterey Black at Scars and Stripes next week for Supernova, and he gets the contractual rights to Victory, they will be entering the Collins Cup. That's a scary thought. As we go on to our women's division, if you haven't watched the Golden Girls Classic and the Betty White Invitational, you are cheating yourself, you are cheating your family. You are dishonoring your cow, you are dishonoring your ancestors. Neither of these women were in the Betty White Invitational, but Fumi Yamamoto and her cousin Akane put on a hell of a match. It's already being listed as one of our Match of the Year candidates against the Chaos Emeralds. Allie Starr coming out here with her tag team partner Hiroyo. And DP is going to be accompanying them down, which is interesting. He has said he's been making eyes at Allie Starr, and I guess that's being reciprocated. Fumi coming out here alone, but questionably alone, is that shirt she's wearing kind of looks a little familiar. The Yamamoto Underground. Fumi's apparently a fan of the Supernova Pro Tag Team Champions. Or at least one of them, who is apparently a fan of one of the Yamamoto clan. Pretty sure logic can dictate where we're going with that. Apparently love can be found on the battlefield, or whatever the hell that Metal Gear Solid 3 quote was. Something, something, hide in a cardboard box. our shining gem here in Blitz, our women's division, as per the Stackworth report. Looking to continue that trend here. Pyro brought to you by Skeevy Ray. Should we say it's Moto City instead of Motor City? Can we make that pun? Fumi's waving to someone. I'm guessing we can say it's Evan Richards. Fumi looks ready to take on the former #1 contender for the women's champion. Ali Starr is the first woman. Yamamoto Town, is that we're making Detroit now? That actually works. The Motown thing didn't even hit me until a second ago. Ali Starr and Hiroyo. Calling themselves the Rising Stars. With DP in tow. DP has had his issues with Chase San Luis as of late. Shouldn't even say as of late. He's the only person the DP has fought here. They've gone 1-1. I'm not exactly sure how these two decided to become a tag team, but there they are. Ali Starr with that ridiculous fuzzy selfie stick. Hiroyo with that ridiculously fuzzy coat. Because we follow that triad tradition of no capes unless you're Moto. Yamamoto does not count as a Moto. Fumi in the yellow. Ali with the yellow hair. We are go for women's action. Fumi pushes Ali into the corner. Referee looking for a clean break. We surprisingly get one from Ali. He's using that strength game, that backbreaker on Fumi. Ali's probably one of the scariest strong women in the division. Doesn't look it, but she's mean. Fumi is probably the fastest. Ali, though, showing some speed there, dodges the kick and then comes with a corkscrew elbow. Splits the uprights, stomps on the guts. Ali looks to keep raining shots down, gets caught by Fumi. Up and over with the DDT. Fumi has a hold of that arm. Trying to pop the elbow joint. Shades over cousin Akane. Stretching out that knee joint now. Apparently Fumi's becoming technical. That's a scary thought. Dives down with the elbow drop. Looks like she caught her in the throat almost. Has Ali up. Ali fighting back. Shot to the spine. Runs through with the lariat. Ali heading all the way up top. Waits for Fumi to come back in. Diving Meteora. first cover of the match. Fumi kicking out at 1. That's scary. Nasty slap. Whole damn show showing that aggression side. That short curb stomp bounces Fumi's face off the mat. Fumi up and over. Counter to the reverse DDT. Sits Ali down with a Michinoku too. Drop kick to the back. Sends Ali to the cornerstone first. Could be thinking high impact here. Catches a back elbow for a trouble. Ali going for the shooting drop kick. Gets nothing. Fumi falls into a 1 count. Goes back to work with that drop kick. Goes for the diving butt splash. Lands on that center shield. Not what she was aiming for. Comes in with the back elbow. Ali stops the momentum there with the knee to the sternum. Ali with the Code Red Sunset Bomb. It's almost like these two women forgot how to wrestle, decided to steal each other's styles here. There's the Ali star we all know and pretend to love because she makes us, because, you know, she'll kick us in the shins otherwise. Going to work on the lower back of Fumi now. Doing push-ups. Complete lack of respect for everyone around her, except apparently for Hiroyo and DP. Raking the eyes now with Fumi. Drops her in the snake eyes in the corner. Fumi fighting back with a jawbreaker. There's that split leg cutter. Knocks Ali down with a pair of axe handles. Dives in with the shoulder block. Fumi with the back hit with almost an elbow and a hip attack. Kicks Ali down low. Has a hold of that arm. Hatch suplex, no bridge. Snaps the leg down into a leg style DDT. Base remove Starcross as an option. Went for the drop kick too many times. Ali's seen it coming. Catches a kick. Staggers Ali with right hand. Set of kicks. Total of a 4 count. Slingshot drop kick. Fumi with the stop to the back. Heading up top. Notice me, senpai. Pulls Ali away from the ropes into the center of the ring. Only gets a 2 count. Fumi head out to the apron. Waiting for Star to get back to her feet here. Slingshot's in, overshoots the senton. It's twice now she's landed badly on that tailbone. Ali with that overhead suplex. Fumi rolling to the outside. Ali's still heading up top. Fumi back in. Standing switch kicks Ali in the back of the hamstring. Ali returning the favor here. Running drop kick. Nasty roundhouse. Ali with the jawbreaker. Fumi is stunned here. Ali with that Russian leg sweep bounces Fumi's head off the mat. suplex. Ali kicking her into another gear here. As I say, that gets caught by Fumi with a shot. Fumi thinking overhead belly to belly. Ali fighting her way out of it with a pair of rights. Into a firewoman's carry. Fumi with a short brainbuster. Having words with Hiroyo outside. Drops that split leg drop. Gets a 2.8 count. Ali still finding her way to fight on. Fumi heading back up top. Notice me senpai halfway across the ring. Fumi with that deep leg hook. Hiroyo paying dividends, distracting the ref. Could have been a 5 count. Fumi back up top. Goes for the moonsault, gets nothing but shield. Still grabs a hold of Ali. Ali fighting right of the hatch suplex. Lays off Fumi with a pair of clotheslines. Ducks one super kick. Kicks Fumi down low. We've seen that before. Nasty curb stomp. Showing Fumi what she thinks of Evan Richards. Drops her with a neck breaker. DP directing traffic as Ali gets taken down by the Cobra Kai style leg trip. Only get a 2 count. This women's match will continue. Fumi connects with that drop kick. 3 out of 4 ain't bad. Stomping on that arm. Sends Ali down in that corner. As a hold. Triangle drop kick. Plants Ali. Fumi going back out to that apron. Springboards in with the frog splash. Does not maintain the cover. Falls into it one more time. I think that momentary distraction allowed Ali to get her breath for a moment, recompose herself, kick out right at 2. Fumi runs into a counter from Star. Star hanging Fumi up on those ropes. Runs through with the knee strike, bounces Fumi off the ring. There's that slap. It's almost kind of a Star staple. That short curb stomp. Has a hold of Fumi, has her up. Capital A, capital O, alley-oop. Hooks both legs. And Fumi Yamamoto kicks out at 2. Ali heading up top. Falls down into the senton. Right back to the cover, hooks the outside leg. Right after the alley-oop, and that'll do it. Both these women were very game tonight. Fumi would connect with 2 instances of the Notice Me Senpai. That nasty, nasty roadhouse from Ali Star, I thought, knocked Fumi out. That kneeling split leg drop, but in the end it would take a capital A, capital O, alley-oop. And a senton, and Ali Star back on the winning side of the card here. So we move on to main event time. as Ku, the War God, who made his debut in HCW, put on a 20-minute absolute hoss fight slobber knocker with Fergal Flynn, took Flynn to his limit, would then go on to beat Dante Ripley. So he's beaten two of the baddest men in high-class wrestling before ultimately falling to War and Peace. If you haven't watched Moto Combat Season 3's edition, would be Moto Combat 2, you are again dishonoring your family and your cow. Go watch them after we are done with this match. Ku came back from Moto Combat. We had no choice but to give him a match. Like, he impressed us enough. And we figured he beat two of the Ultraviolent Division's best. He's getting our equivalent. So it will be Ku and Sakamoto Omega. Headhunter Championship is on the line here. This will be Ku's first one-on-one title opportunity. This will be Sakamoto Omega's second defense. We've seen Omega successfully defend this belt against Oscar La Vista, not Ku, the War God. This is Lolo's cousin Roro, our championship announcer. Drums of war are beating. Ku opted to not wear the war paint. Figures that scowls enough. I'm inclined to agree. I would not want to fight him. I don't think they make sticks big enough. Ku and Fergal would beat the ever-living hell out of each other for about 20-25 minutes. Ku is also crazy enough to make his HCW debut attacking Victor Black. That kind of tells you this man's state of mind. Said he wanted to make a statement when he was punching his ticket to Moto Combat. Sakamoto Omega almost dragging that belt down here. Won that in that six-man ladder match, which also featured Ku. This match will be contested under no-holds-barred rules. As all good ultra-violent deathmatch, headhunter, whatever you want to call it. All the best matches. Referee's just out here to count the pin or the submission. And I guess also to make sure no one dies. Get ready for that second title defense for Sakamoto Omega. Representing the Isle of Samoa, weighing in at about 280, depending on how much anger weighs. Ku Kolanaisi, the War God. I'm probably terribly mispronouncing that. Weighing in at about 225. From Nagano, Japan. That's where he's telling me this week. I don't even think that's the actual place. I don't have a map handy. Your reigning and defending headhunter champion, Sakamoto Omega. every time I see that build. I think there's a couple extra drops of blood on it. If Ku has his way, there'll be even more. War God looks ready. Omega looks ready. Main event title defense. We are a go. Ku right out of the gate with the overhead belly to belly. Ku got absolutely beat on by War and Peace. He's not happy about his performance in that final match. Another overhead belly to belly takes Omega down. Looks like he's taken out a whole lot of frustration. Nasty knockout knee. Omega stuffs the spear with the DDT. Snapmares Ku down. Drops him with a lifting reverse DDT. Yeah, Sakamoto and Wizard do, I guess, share a hometown. Sakamoto is a disciple of the Silver Dragon Dojo, was thrown out for being a douchebag. Right around the same time as DJ 404 was exiled from the dojo. The only two men I can think of to get kicked out of the dojo. Check my facts, Chippy Stacks. And Ku with a diving splash halfway across the ring. Falls into the cover. Only gets a 1 count. This title match continues. War God delivering the stomps. Sends Omega sternum first into that turnbuckle. Omega fighting out. Drop toe hold takes down the War God. Ku fighting back with a shot to the guts. Back elbow staggers Omega. Sit down Uranage slam. Call that the sit your ass down. Pump handle gutbuster takes Omega down. Ku falls into the cover one more time. 2.5 count. Driving those huge knuckles into the temples, trying to squeeze the blood. Ku heading out to the playground. First one to go for the toys. You do not want to see an angry Simone with a sledgehammer. Drove it almost into the hip. Not exactly sure where he hit there, but I'm sure it hurt. And Ku with a crossbody takes both men out to the playground. Sacrificing his body for destruction here. Sends Omega back in. Drops the elbow to the throat. Measuring the champion one more time. There's that spear he was looking for earlier. Falls into the cover. Omega could be dead here. No, kicks out at 2.8. Ku wasting no time here. Knee to the guts. Omega fighting back on here. Springboards off the Enziguri. Springboards it with the drop kick. Omega with that low kick. Ties Ku up. Package pile driver. Bounces his head off the shield. Into the cover. Ku kicked out at 1.9. Out of Omega's best shot. That is an angry, angry man. Just got taken down by a couple of clotheslines. Single leg drop kick. Omega here. Gets tripped. Ku falls into the cover after that leg trip. Looks like he thinks Omega caught his head on that hammer handle. Whole lot of H's there. Tripped me up a little bit. Moderation is not good for the tired announcer. The knuckles are not good for the blood flow into the cranium. Omega hung up top by the War God. Both men the whole way up. Nasty avalanche backslide driver. Ku into the cover one more time. Thinking he has it here. No. Only gets a 2 count. Ku saying he's not the only one that can take a kick. Thinking powerbomb. Omega fighting his way out. Couple of low kicks, staggers the War God. He's up one more time and drops that package pile driver again. Ku kicks out at 2. Actually 2 that time. That hammer still in the ring. No other weapons brought in. Except for the elbows and kicks and knees and spears, apparently. Omega spins Ku around, lays him out with that Canadian style layout reverse DDT. Front style curb stomps. Trying to drive the air out of Ku's lungs. Omega thinking elbows to the traps. Ku fighting his way back up. Sends Omega back into a corner. Nasty chops, lays him down. There's that back elbow one more time. Ku with that strength, it's just positively absurd, doing squats with Omega up now. Drops him. Falls into the cover. 2.9 on a vertical suplex. That tells you how much stank Ku can get on those. Right back to work with the knuckles. Could be thinking Tongan Death Drip coming up here. Has Omega up. Power bombs him down. Brings him back up. Does it again. Maintains control. Triple power bomb. Strength game on full display. Ku has Omega up. Spins him down into the Samoan driver. Falls into the cover. 2.9. Count's getting a little bit longer for the champion here. Ku has Omega up. Crosses legs over. Drums of war. Gets all of it. Keeps control of the legs. Count to 10. We have a new Headhunter champion. Looked like Ku was going for the drums of war early. Got caught with that package pile driver not once but twice. Looks like he may have hurt himself right there with that backside driver off the top rope. There's that second package pile driver by Omega. One more look at it, Ku's head just bounced. But we know the Samoan people, without sounding overly racist, are known for their headbutt game. So I'm guessing getting dropped on their melon isn't going to be as big of a deal. And the War God is your new Headhunter champion. Sure who's going to want to fight that. That's going to do it for us here on Storm. For the debuting, although losing, Simon Tarot. For Ripley's Anarchist. For Ali Starr for the Wild Stallions, but more importantly for your new Headhunter champion. I have been DrMarxout. We will see you next week for our Go Home show for cheat codes. Keep your eyes peeled for the rest of the Triad. Mayhem and Throwdown. For High Class Wrestling, I believe they're doing Cash In next weekend. It's going to be a busy weekend for us in the Triad. Supernova's got Scars and Stripes coming up. Let's follow all of us. Do yourself the favor. We will see you for our next show. Have a good night.